It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Rams. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. Play action. Now Wentz. Now this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The 2-yard line.
Akers. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Wentz now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Bryson Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Melvin Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Hill. toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This one to midfield before he's brought down.
He's taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Ekeler. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over.
Lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance. Was that it was a good, solid performance. They didn't get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to.
40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be taken down to 50.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Don't get nervous.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this one down to the 40.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now Wentz. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
What we got?
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
On play action, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Open to the right side is Kupp, complete. Touchdown, Rams. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Rams have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
They try here for the extra point. got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. 14. Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Second and 10. Hill looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Ekeler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
After the sack on first down, Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Third and long.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Gets through and now an opening. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second and 7, Hill. The hitter here, it's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wentz going to throw. This one into the hands of Jalen Camp. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the give, this is Akers. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 33. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Throwing now is Wentz. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. There he goes right side.
Bring in the second string.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Here's Hill now after the interception, and he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers on one play have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chargers 21, Rams 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. The throw over the middle, taken in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
A pickup of 23 yards.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught by OBJ. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Wentz now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10.
Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
My game, my game. I'm coming. Coming.
To throw, it's Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Hill. Rolling to his right. And his pass incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
fake the give. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. Going up top for Cup. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Being chased out left. And Woods going to slide to his stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Watch the whip.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the Stills.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Single receiver. 16, 16. Watch 16.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Hill now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wentz.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Wentz now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Chargers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Hill. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but it's probably bad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So after the INT, here's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2nd down and goal. Wentz under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback, the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. To give. This is Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Easton Stick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers can now take the lead with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
3 down. Mike 8. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. Check. Fresno.
On 1st down, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Akers. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 42-yard line.
Got 3 down. Great. Watch out.
Now a give. Akers running left. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, what's the ball?
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone. Wentz under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch 30. Double dog.
Wentz now to throw. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you've done.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Stick. That is caught. It's Uzomah. The 40. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Stick. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
The score, Chargers 35, Rams 30.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Mike, you're not ready. You're not ready.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So, for the Chargers, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss will drop.